Hi there, George Crump. Showing you, or excited to show you, the new dashboard that Jonathan and David had put together. Major update from the previous version, which frankly, the previous version was pretty darn good itself. So let's jump in. You trigger this by doing Command J and slash show dashboard. You can do it off a URL, things like that. And so this pops up, and you've got everything you need to kind of get an overview of your day. I use it in really three modes. In the morning, I start out with everything turned on. I want to see what's going on. I want to see what's happening yesterday, what's happening tomorrow. And then as I go into my day, I focus it in, usually drilling into just today and a special section that I call quick, which is tasks that I can get done in between calls and things of that nature. Then at the end of the day, I expand it back out again, and I want to look at that overview again and see everything. And so I just kind of toggle back and forth with that. Now, a couple of things. You can resize it. So you can see different column lengths, depends obviously on the size of your screen. I'm recording this on my MacBook Air, so I have a little less screen real estate than what I'm used to. You can see several new buttons here. The first is the filter button, and then there's also a settings button. So the filter buttons, you can do basically what I was referring to. You can turn off certain sections. So let's say I'm going to go into that mode where I'm starting my workday, and really all I'm going to do is focus on just today and my quick section. You notice a nice little touch here. Whatever you've got the tag set to, it shows up there now. So if I come back out of here, you can see all I'm looking at is today and quick. I can go through these very quickly, and well, I won't go through them quickly, but I will hopefully get them done. A little aggressive day there. So anyways, then I can come back in here, turn them all back on. Now, the good news is you can also toggle all this through URL commands that I'm sure that Jonathan or David will document. Just a couple other quick ones. I use the high priority markers. So if I turn those off, you can see those come back in behind this window here. Um, and then also certain times during the day, I really need to get narrowly focused, and I will just have it focus on just the highlighted or the prioritized tasks. And so I can do that also. Um, Won't do that right now. Now the next thing is the settings. So all the settings are now available right in the dashboard. You don't have to go to a separate section or anything like that. So you can update all these, lots of different settings options. You can customize this to do just about anything you need to. The ones I would tend to highlight here would be the maximum items to show. So I'm going to pull this out to 50 for a second, and you'll see that this expands quite a bit. And especially my this week is almost sort of like my next action. So it's especially at the beginning of the week, like it is today, it gets pretty big. So let me pull that back down. By the way, I hope you noticed how quickly that update happens. It pulls in 50 tasks almost as quick as it pulls in 10 tasks. Um, and I'm running on a M2 MacBook Air. Just put that in perspective for you. And then there's just different settings. Here's the tags mentioned section. As I say, got it set for quick. I'm toying around with the idea of maybe switching back to next on that, but I haven't really decided. The other one I wanted to highlight was the refresh frequency. So you can now set this to happen automatically. I have it set to happen every 2 minutes. I've had it at 1, I've had it at 5. Performance tends to be the same. And then, as I mentioned, there's a new interactive processing section. I'll get to that in just 1 second. So cancel that. Now, actually, did I make sure I saved that? Okay, there we go. Yep, I did. So anyways, so here's today. You can see all of my buttons here. If it's the end of the day and I'm like, man, I still got to get this stuff done, I can move it all tomorrow if I want to. It's early in the morning, so hopefully I'll make a little bit better progress than I wanted. But if I wanted to iterate through these and make sure that these are what I wanted to do, I can use this new capability here with this button, and I can actually go through these different tasks iteratively and make decisions on them based on that. My today is pretty well set up, so I won't do that. I'll do it maybe on this week here. The other thing I wanted to point out, so if you look at yesterday, I've got a build marketing plan and budget. This is basically a task for me to build a project. Uh, so, and you can also see that here it's symbolizing I've got subtasks or in my case, indented checklists, which is kind of how I symbolize subtasks in NotePlan. So anyways, that's scheduled for yesterday. So if I come back over here, let's move this to today and we'll um, uh, move this to today. And then that'll update. You can see it come in. All the subtasks come with it, right? And also, by the way, very quickly. And the dashboard will refresh here in a second. It'll be up to date. Um, I can look at again my tomorrow task. I only got one thing scheduled tomorrow. That's a little weird. And then I've got all of my this week items. So what I'll do here is here I can go through and look at these. And as I said, this week for me is kind of like a next actions section. These are things that are available that I want to get done this week, but they don't have to be done on a specific day. And so this one actually I need to talk to him today about that. So I'll click this. And you can see I do that. It goes right to the next task. It shows me what I'm looking at over here. Uh, really I got to do that too. But today's pretty busy, so I'm going to schedule that for tomorrow. And so that gets updated and I go through all these. Man, I got to really get that done today. I probably shouldn't have done this. This can stay here. So if I want to just stay here, I can just go through there and just go through each one of these. So that's how the iterative task section work. Um, let's end with the um, project, which I think is also pretty improved in this version, actually very improved. So a couple of things. So first of all, here's projects. I have projects that are true like marketing projects, and then I'm also tracking some customers with this. And so the most everybody you see here actually is a customer. So you'll notice here it's pulling the progress information. So you can see quickly what the last progress was. So if I click here, so what I typically will do is I'll click on the project so I can take a look at it. Yeah, this one's all set. I don't really have anything to do. So I'll just go ahead and finish the review there. And you can see this gets updated, the review date gets updated, everything is good to go. I also want to point out the pie graph, how it fills in by the percentage complete. You can see these, I don't have any any tasks scheduled or I haven't completed any tasks. So I can go through those very quickly. And so again, I can just hit uh, finish review, move on to the next one. I can go to this one. So you can see here, I'm reviewing this guy every week. I really don't need to see him every week anymore. So I can come over here, set an interval and say, okay, let's look at him every 4 weeks. And we'll do that. And you'll see this update. Now I'm only going to review every 4 weeks. So very handy from that perspective. Um, and so that's how all that goes. And of course, you've got the ability to skip, schedule the skip. I don't know if I've ever shown that. So you can pop up here and a calendar will appear for you as well. Um, you can complete a task from here. You can cancel, you can pause it. As I showed you, set the new interval. Or you can set the progress. Let me find somebody that actually know what's going on with and um, go here, we hit some progress. I can do that, click OK. And if I want to put a percent complete, I can, but I won't. And then that's it. And so then we're up to date and ready to go. So so that's how that part works. I think that gives me a quick overview of everything. Again, great work by Jonathan and David. Of course, great work to Edward for making the product. And the combination of these two is just really phenomenal. Works very, very well. So hopefully this helped a little bit, and I'll probably do a more deeper dive at some point in the future.